Big Daddy Shem, day 561 at 24 Fitness. And so I had Epiphany today. So I realized I was just looking for teaching jobs this whole time when I should be looking for assistant principal jobs. I know it's going to sound kind of crazy, but the thing is, I'm super qualified and I can totally do it. But, you know, as I was at home, I got a ton of stuff done today, you know, but let me just go over my whole reasoning on why I need to do this. But let me check in and all that stuff first. So, but yeah, today was a great day. I mean, you know, just eating regular. I connected my sound system again. I mean, I need to get my subwoofer working. But anyways, hold on. So yeah, it's pretty stressful just thinking like, okay, you know, I actually got called for another interview. So tomorrow, after my first interview, where I have to go play instruments, I have to go to another interview for elementary school. So, you know, both jobs are pretty good. I'm the orchestra one. I mean, you know, I'm totally going to bomb the clarinet part because you have to play flute or clarinet. That's one. And then violin and trumpet. So, trumpet, no problem. Violin, I'm pretty good. Flute, clarinet, I'm horrible. But the thing is, just having knowledge of it is fine. But my conducting skills are pretty amazing. But let me go on this bike. Alright. I actually couldn't wait for this today. Just in front of a computer all day. 270. Stinking garlic, stinking rose. The place was amazing though, by the way. Okay, so here you go. What happened is I was searching music jobs. I think I was in that mindset because I've been teaching. This is going to be my 20th year of teaching music, right? So it's like, that's all I know, teaching music. And then so when Gus offered me the Garfield job, it's like, okay, cool. I'm going to get paid a little bit less, but then go and do the whole Garfield thing. Great, right? Just thinking music. When that fell through, I realized that I just totally tripped out, thinking like, oh my gosh, I got to find a music job. Now, the thing is, there are a lot of music jobs out there. Don't get me wrong. But what happens is, I realized that like since I'm so many years experience, that means I get paid a lot more than a lot of these newer teachers that come out. So I realized that if I get a teaching job, I have to be doubly impressive than a brand new teacher who's going to get hired for half my salary, right? So it's like, okay. But, you know, I come in, I'm like pretty seasoned, I know everything. You know, I am one of those teachers, right? So, you know, I've been sitting there. You know, there's like daily offers, but some are in North California. I try to do the ones that are down here. But yeah, teaching music, great. The thing is, in 2012, I actually went through the administrative program, you know, and I got my master's in curriculum instruction and my administrative credential, so I have a master's in administration. I never had to use it though because I figure, oh, you know what, I'm enjoying teaching, all that stuff. And then it's one of those things where when you apply for the job, you have to weigh in, okay, are you ready to not teach kids and be on the administrative level where, yeah, you get paid more, but it feels more of a, you know, 9 to 5 job. Well, it's 8 to 7:30 to like 5 job, you know. But it's more of the running a school. So I did go through that, and my communication skills are amazing. My organizational skills are getting pretty good. And so it's just being able to be part of a team and lead groups all over school, you know, develop programs. I'm like, shoot, I could totally do that. And now it's the whole flip side of stuff. Because instead of being the seasoned veteran that's getting paid a lot more, I'd be going in at the lower end of it. Now, you know, when they look for assistant principals and stuff, they want somebody who had experience, you know, like being the dean and, you know, testing coordinator and stuff. I did do testing coordinator before, and I did do tardy sweep before. And then so I'm like, gosh, you know, I'm looking at the qualifications, and it says, you know, you need your admin degree and at least 5 years of teaching experience in secondary. You know what? I have 5 years in secondary, 5 years in elementary, and 5 years in middle school. So I have that covered, right? I mean, I don't know where I had more. I think I had 6 in high school and 6 in elementary. Whatever the case is, I have that down. And then, you know, the whole attendance thing. So yeah, I was part of Fremont when they started the tardy sweep. I was one of the guys that did it. And that was without an admin too. It's just, I just learned how to do it. And so, you know, working with the boss, you know, I'm pretty good at that. As much as people think that, you know, I'm a total dictator when I'm in charge. Well, yeah, I know I'm not in charge, so I have to do what they need. Just like when I help out Fatime with her stuff. You know, I'm not going to change what she does. It's what if she needs, I do it, right? Like the show that she's doing in August. Yeah. So, I'm like looking at the stuff and I'm like, wow, there are some admin jobs that I should just apply. I mean, before it's like, I would think, oh man, my choir's awesome. I love teaching my choir. Oh, I'm teaching a sport. Oh, I love this thing. It's so easy and free money almost. I mean, literally, you know, when I teach music, that's basically what it is, because it's like you're doing what you love every day, right? And then so now it's like making the move. You go from being the teacher's friend to being the teacher's boss, right? And then so there's none of the whole like big daddy shit, hey, hanging out to this, none of that. It's a total different persona, right? So I was thinking, you know what? I think it's time to grow up and just go for it. I mean, can't hurt. What are they gonna do? Worst thing they can do is say no, right? But at least right now, I'm in a moment of my life where I could try. You know, doing the whole thing on upgrading my computer and videos so I could get better YouTube videos. It's like, wait a minute. Why don't I try to put that admin credential in effect? You know, the one that I have, and put my master's degree and stuff like that, and then try to do that. You know, and then if I get one of those jobs, then shoot, I'll go for my doctorate. So I'll be big daddy doctor shit. So that would be the track of, you know, going to be a principal, and then you work into a district and be assistant superintendent. You go that way if you choose to go admin. But what happens, this is step one. So my whole thing is, do I go in as a veteran teacher and have a pretty easy life for the rest of my life? Or do I start a new career, which is still, you know, just try it, go for the shot. And yeah, you'll make a lot more money than you do in the long run, not in the beginning, but, you know, and the whole respectability factor. People go, hey, what do you do? Oh yeah, I teach music. Oh, okay, great. Hey, what do you do? Oh, I'm an assistant principal. So it's a little bit different, right? And then now that I'm getting my sleep habits, just my cleaning my place, all this stuff, taking care of my car, yeah. That's what the whole epiphany is. It's like the realization, like, maybe I should try it. Now, granted, I could apply for all these things and just fail miserably, you know? But the thing is, at least I try, right? So that's what I'm going to do. After these 2 interviews tomorrow, yeah, I'm going to just send out a bunch of resumes, these things. I got to write a clever cover letter, too, because what I have going against me is that, like, I'm going from a music teacher to assistant principal. And then so, I don't know if you knew, it's a little bit tough. Usually they want those, like, English teachers or history teachers that's been part of, like, a group forever, and then, you know, they go inside and they become like the administrator of their school, you know? Harold's like that. He's fast tracking up there in LA, right? But, you know, one of these districts, they may give me my break. So if that happens, then, you know, all my aspirations and dreams of being a YouTube sensation will be, well, I'll still do it, you know. It comes down to, I mean, I'm glad none of the districts said like, hey, if you're going to teach in our district, you got to stop your YouTubing. Didn't have to face that situation yet. If I had to choose, you know, I know this sounds really stupid, but, you know, I want to be able to still do this and teach. Because, I mean, you know, this has been part of my life for what? Almost 5 years now. 4, 5 years. And then so, to stop so I could teach like Mary Had a Little Lamb. No. That's my rebel in me. But if I had to stop and then they're going to give me an assistant principal job somewhere, okay, we'll face that when it has to happen. But I think it still would be good because it's not like I do bad things on here. And plus, I'm getting like more street cred from the kids who go, oh, dude, he's a YouTuber. You know? But, you know, I have nothing to hide. You know? Except where I live. I don't want the people knowing where I live. You know? But, yeah, that's pretty much that. So, I know it's been a couple days since I didn't do the weights and everything, but, you know, I have to wake up early tomorrow, and I have 2 interviews, and I have to eat. I can't risk staying up really late and not waking up. So the first interview, it's about 45 minutes away, and it's at 9 o'clock. So I got to get my butt up really early tomorrow. Next one after that, 11:30, 11:20, something like that. I'll be there at 10:30. So, yeah, that's me in a nutshell. And once that's over, I'll eat something, crank away on that computer. So, that's pretty much that. But anyways, if you guys care, yeah, today I had to fix my sound receiver, the box that you connect your TV and your speakers to. Turned out that's really old. The new ones are like, you know, $300, $400, $500, right? I looked up mine and it's worth like about $50 online. So I'm like, great. And then so I have a wire to hook my subwoofer to a newer system, but it doesn't work to this one. So I'm like, shoot. So I had to figure it out. I have this stuff coming from Amazon and that's going to be taken care of. And also all the software on my computer, great. I have it back. I have Finale so I could actually compose music again. I'm like, yes. And then the thing that makes it easier, I had to buy a new pen for my computer. So I have this thing called a Cintiq. It's a 21-inch monitor that you could draw on, right? But I lost the pen. So I got a replacement one. So now when I do my music, I just go ding, 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 erase or whatever. Super easy. And then I also reinstalled the software for the music production that me and Harold do, right? So now I'm going to start doing that. I didn't realize I had all these downloads that they would have for free of like all these sounds and loops from different instruments, from vintage to current stuff. I go, oh my gosh. I mean, this is aside from all the ones that we bought before too. So, you know, I have sounds from like rock, jazz, ease listening. We have a Steinway sound. We have drum sound. We have Middle Eastern music. We have Fonda music. We have all that stuff. So all I have to do is just put it together on my computer and just not mess around. Well, I guess mess around. Yeah, that's the way you do it. And then go for it. So I have the tools. I have the brain. I just got to just sit down and do it. And it is fun, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, that's what's going on. But in the meantime, yes, gotta find a job. It's pretty awesome though. I mean, this feeling of kind of anxiety. You wake up in the morning hoping for a telephone call, and then or an email. It's pretty interesting. I didn't have this feeling for a very long time. So it's like, you know, I feel young. I mean, it's a secret of Fountain of Youth. But I do not wish this on anybody. So that's that. Anyways, now you know what I'm going through. My epiphany. This could be a turning point in my life. I'm talking about it on here. All right. There we go. Yes, right there. All right, there you go. Day 561 in the books. So I feel pretty good that there's more opportunity out there. You just got to just look and find it, right? So, I mean, it's worth a shot. I mean, you know, worst thing that can happen is I'm back in the same position I'm right now. Anyways, hold on a second. All right, so yeah, I know that, you know, the more I tell my story, it's like, gosh, I am so stupid. It's like, I should have been doing this whole time. Yeah, my mom's been telling me like, oh yeah, you should do it. And then the only person that was holding me back was me. It's like, yeah, okay, maybe when I'm a teacher, I don't act like I'm a whole responsible dude. But, you know, I'm the easygoing, hey, rock star. Oh, you know, sing all the different stuff. But it's like, my skill set is pretty sick. So, you know, I got my 4.0 in my admin program and, you know, be able to do presentations, talking interviews, all that stuff. And I know how to solve problems. So, got to solve this problem. The epiphany. That's what it all comes down to, right? So anyways, I'm going to call it quits here. So, here I am, Big Daddy Shin, day 561. If I could exercise 561 days in a row, you could exercise 561 days in a row. If I could do it, you could do it. And I'm doing it, reaching epiphanies. All right, see you next time.